Okay, so Bloodstained Classic, I like it pretty good. It's nowhere near as good as Curse of the Moon. I think Curse of the Moon is like a super damn freaking amazing for what it is. It's like, what would you call it? Castlevania 3 Part 2? The closest I could say to this Bloodstained is it's almost like a damn remake of the first Castlevania. Now, they've changed Miriam's moves compared to just the vanilla Bloodstained. So she has, it would be a rough equivalence to say, what was it? What was his fucking name? Richard Belmont. Richard. It's not Richter Belmont. Richard Belmont. But from Dracula X or Rondo of Blood. So it has a retro vibe to it. There's some nice moves and stuff. She's got like a slide. She's got like a backflip. You can land on steps and things like that. There's no double or triple or anything like that. And stuff like this version of the boomerang is kind of nerfed. But overall, it's pretty dang close to the first Castlevania as far as like 6 levels. You can almost predict what enemies you're going to run into if you play through the original Bloodstained and you're sitting there and you play through Castlevania 1 as well. I think that we're a borderline derivative here, but you can't complain too much because it's literally just a free download DLC for Bloodstained. It's a part of the Kickstarter goal. So really is like, the way to think about this is this honestly worth your time playing, worth your time going through the Bloodstained, loading up and giving it a good run again? I've liked it a pretty good bit. There's a couple of cheesy moments, but overall it's fairly balanced. And I went through it in a couple hours, honestly. Not too tough. It's nowhere near as hard as the original Castlevania, which honestly, that in and of itself isn't all that hard once you're used to death or a couple others. The death fight and a couple other situations were particularly tough in that game, but that it just feels like it's something you've already done before, and I think that's something that kind of holds against it. And I know it's part of it's being retro and all that other shit, but it's one of those things that's got me kind of conflicted because I could predict what was going to happen before it happened, and I don't know if that's particularly inspiring. It's not inspired. How about that? It's not inspired at all. So even though it's free, we're just going to give it one paw up. Brian, you love it on my monitor? Brian's a lover. But one paw up from Brian. Brian loves the freaking, to go through and play some retro shit with his fancy shaded new graphics. It's honestly is what this is, honestly. I mean, if you really think about it. Big Kitty was unimpressed. Big Kitty would rather play Curse of the Moon. And I don't blame her on that at all, too. Play Curse of the Moon first, and then give this game a run.